This is one truth you must understand to have a more peaceful and successful life. The bite of a snake is not what kills you, but the venom inside of you is the threatening part. Anytime that we encounter situations in our lives, the way we react to the situation is what creates the damage, not the event itself. A lot of times, as I said, we use our past failures, our past adversities, the unfairness that we have lived, the injustices that we have lived, and we use that as a crutch to justify why we cannot have a better life today. For example, I grew up in a house raised all by women, and the only two men that came by the house used to beat up women. I could definitely say, well, I grew up around men beating up women, so that's what I do now. But instead of me saying that, I'm the kind of man that refuses to hit a woman and doesn't like to see men hitting women. I grew up in the war. Terrible environment to grow up in, and it made me really angry at the world, and it created a lot of problems in my life when I was a younger man, because I wasn't able to shed the anger that it created within me. Now, the war is the war, but everything I did after the war, as I processed the experience, is what made everything difficult in my life. The war made me a stronger person, though. It made me a courageous person, and it gave me a lot of tools to be able to overcome challenges now. But it also did negative things, but because of the way that I reacted to it. What I carried inside was the more damaging part of the experiences that I had. So remember, the events itself are not what is damaging. What's damaging is how you process it and then what you do in reaction to it. So make sure that you acknowledge these things, because we cannot use all these things that have been unfair and full of injustice or bad experiences as a crutch to justify why we cannot be better. Your next decision is the best decision that you will make. The next decision is the one that decides the new direction in your life. Take full responsibility for those outcomes and continue to learn how to make better decisions. And don't allow the events or life or the adversities of life to decide who you're going to become. See you at the top where the champions belong.